And welcome back to Heat 2 of Round 1. Wingnut in the booth with Shannon Brooks Hughes. We are here live for the WSL World Longboard Championships in the water right now at A.Batista from Brazil, A.Lemoigne from France, and H.Blomfield from Hawaii. Action in the water right now, waiting on scores from the first exchange. We can too. There is Hono right there. Nice 5. Long composed ride, a lot of cross-step footwork back. I noticed, most importantly, she switched to a calf leash on her back leg.
I noticed that yesterday also.
It's the one that confounded us with that front foot leash thing. All right, and there we go with A.Lemoigne.
Beautiful, stylish hang 5. Love that kind of relaxed, arched back as she puts a little flick into the tail. Once again on the inside, little check turn, looking for that nose ride, those hands. She always has those hands out by her side. And
it's like she heard you. She dropped him right there.
Yeah, exactly. I like that she's just like showing she's in control. As we see Atalanta on an absolute bomb out the back. Look at this section opening up in front of her. Beautiful composed surfing from our goofy foot. Can she make it around the section? It just
unfortunate, but you can see that there's still plenty of size on offer. The Atalanta, look at that long setup. That was a really pretty left go right on her backhand, which is phenomenal, and a long, composed, clean backside 5 with great footwork. I mean, there is not, she hasn't bobbled at all. That is the smoothest of any competitor so far today.
It really is. As she comes through to this inside, she'll look for one last nose ride. You can see that board just planing behind. Have that replay from Alice. Quick, straight to the nose. Beautiful section, beautiful hang 10. Those hands just keeping herself poised and in control, going for that big power car back into the foam. And this wave starts to stand up on the inside. I think with that pushing tide, that inside section is fantastic. Good hang 10 right in the pocket. Little cross step cut back. She's learning from Phil Rajman and Chloe Come On.
Thanks for that, Sam. Congratulations, Rachel, on a great performance in that heat as we're picking up live with H.Blomfield. She has found a nice set wave, a lot of power in the wave, able to get nose rides, nice powerful turns, really sticking a nose ride on the far inside section, which has been difficult to do today. As she finishes that one, we're still waiting on scores from those waves that were ridden in the background.
Who throw that move in so often. Amazing surfing from Alice. That one came through as a 7.83 as we see Honolulu answering straight back. Up to the nose, nice big cross steps back to the foam, and she'll look to set this one up once again. So her second nice little snap, throws a lot of spray behind that one, and a third down into the pocket and going for that nose ride section once again. That inside section is really standing well this morning.
This will be interesting. The judges are giving that one a hard look, comparing it to A.Lemoigne's wave. Atalanta got a 3.77 for hers. So 2 scores in the high 3s for Atalanta. So Hano's second wave came in at a 5.40. So she still needed a bigger score to get into first. But she's currently in second place, wearing the yellow Jeep Leaders jersey as she's going left there. 5 to 10 on the left, and it looks like it's going to close out in front of her. So Rachel was the first one to find a high-scoring left so far this morning.
Yeah, just give that one a look as we see Atalanta answering back. So nice big fade on the takeoff. Big bottom turn up into the nose ride. Oh, just comes unstuck, unfortunately. We are waiting for scores to drop in for Honolulu and Atalanta as we see Alice, our heat leader, opening up. Doesn't get that opening nose ride that she would have been looking for, so she decides to kick out. I like that decision making because that opening nose ride is where those points are going to come in.
Women's round 3 as we see Hano having third priority, staying on the inside and keeping busy, getting on the nose early there as she tried to make that turn from the nose. Nice, powerful cut back there. She's just trying to stay busy, stay loose.
Smaller wave, goes nice, kind of cruising, didn't run straight to the nose, just waited to see if that wave was going to open up for her. It goes back to that hang 5 once again. You can see that wind coming into play. Nice strong cut back into the foam.
As we see Atalanta there with a nice setup turn there. Wind, she's going to get out. She realized she's behind that one. You can see how much more spray is blowing. I think that wind's coming in, and look at the set right there.
Nice to see the youngster getting an excellent score on the board as we see Honolulu Little check turn to set herself up here. Goes into that nose ride. Perfect hang 10 in the pocket. Love that little trim line.
Look how tiny her footsteps are, too. Nice, powerful turn. Remember how she had separated? She had third priority. She had no right to get a wave this good, but she was played that really smart, had a huge separation from A.Lemoigne, who had the priority, and she's going to put up a really good score with that wave.
Her rhythm with this spot over the years, as we see, like you said, under priority. How good is this wave?
And she set it up. She started to run, said, no, I want to go back and set it up. Got a nice nose ride there and get nice tiny little steps there. A lot of speed, a lot of composure. She's going to get a big cut back here. That is going to help. I mean, she was trying to drop a 4.5. I mean, she needs a pretty good number to take the lead, but I think this is going to help as we see A.Lemoigne with priority.
Straight to the nose, those hands high in the air, stuck on the 5. Now big cut back to try and stay in that little bit of a power pocket. Goes a little flat, but it starts to potentially stand up here on the inside once again. Gets that second nose ride in. Nice little variety of maneuvers, variety of turns thrown into the mix, and a clean kick out. So Alice looking to drop that 3.67. I think she'll certainly do that and increase the requirement over Honolulu, but we do have a score coming through. Hano chasing a 6.11 to take the lead away from Alice.
Look at that. Nice, steep, critical part of the wave. Arms flying high, but they're holding them nicely. That is a beautiful extension of your body, trying to keep yourself trimmed up nicely on the nose. She did a great job there. Shoulder going to get a little soft here. A little cross-foot flare, but I just think that was a fantastic ride from A.Lemoigne.
Alice in second priority, and she is up and running, literally to the nose, stuck on that 5. Beautiful. Now to make it through this first big section, just looking for that nose ride once again, as we say, coming up on the ascension, running to the nose. Nice little cross-step cutty back into the foam, and another one, so throws that variety in. Just loses control a little bit there on the end, maybe trying to force too much into it. I like that she's thinking, get her score up, but also just take a step back.
Yeah, take a breath, take a breath.
To competition with those second place surfers out. But here we go with live action. Honolulu taking off behind the peak, similar to Rachel Tilley's best wave. Beautiful hang 5, able to stay on there nice and long. Good composed surfing, good rail game back into the foam, taking that kind of mid-range high line on the wave, just staying with it to see if it stands up for her on the inside. I really like that opening nose ride, and now looking to get those extra little points in down the bottom and a clean finish. So she's looking to replace a 5.4. A lot of community work, works with kids at risk, as we see Honolulu stuck on that nose, so waiting for this score to drop in. She's looking to replace a 5.4 and gets a string of cutbacks, just staying in that high line. Nice functional maneuvers, keeping her in the power pocket, showing that she's very much in control. Gets that last little tap to the nose.
Could be in there, as we see Atalanta right there. Nice footwork to the nose, really composed, clean nose ride, clean footwork, really clean turn. I like the on-rail through both sides of that turn, but not a long enough, not a large enough wave. I don't know if that's going to help.
And Atalanta just setting it up straight from the start. She also has those nice super tight steps, front and back. Good hook over the nose for that opening hang 5. And the pressure is on for Atalanta with 5 minutes to go. Her requirement now a 9.79.
And finally finding a really nice left for her to show off her goofy foot skills. Gets a really clean nose ride. She's going to set up the re-entry right there. Unable to put it together. Maybe starting to feel that pressure build upon her. And priority with A.Lemoigne. There she goes on this one. Nice. The wingspan is open. The cutback is smooth and powerful. Walking forward on the nose there. Almost kind of outrunning. I would have liked to have seen maybe try to sit back in that
north side for that right peak, which gets her those huge scores. As we see Alice driving.
That's a great cutback right there. That's really sharp. I mean, the power through all of it. There's a little, and then we have Hano hanging 10 coming from the outside.
We have the current world champion, looking graced as ever.
She is definitely looking on fire here. She is, in my opinion, the surfer to beat. has the world title, won it here on this beach, has been comfortable out here when it was really big, wild, and woolly. And just look at the way she's been starting the waves fantastically and finishing them strong.
I agree. Nice bowling section, really stuck with it as we see Honolulu answering back. Nice perfect hang 10 straight through the pocket.
She didn't rush up there too early. She kind of waited. You saw her there at kind of like midpoint on her board, just wait. And then as that lined up in front of her, she went right there, hung 10, really clean. Look at that little trim composed around the section. You know, kept her body quiet. And then a couple of power gouges right there, her little cutback. Going to get one more in here. Really looks like she likes the way that board works underneath. This is the second heat of round 3. 2 more that we are going to finish round 3 for the women for sure today, and then we'll see how the conditions hold up.
And Alice just screeching past underneath.
I kind of liked her. I liked her setup. She got her body low. She had good balance. I thought she was going to trim right through that thing and come out the other side.
Honolulu out the back.
What a way to the commentator's curse. I stopped talking. I didn't want her to fall on that. So this is the last wave that'll be ridden in this heat. It's Hano. She finds a really clean section on the inside. Quality of the wave is still very, very good. You find that wave, and there were a bunch of them. Honolulu found 4 or 5 of them. That was a fantastic display of surfing by Honolulu Bloomfield and A.Lemoigne. Congratulations, Hano. Well done, and we are going to hand this off.